Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You have to start with Pranati, right? Okay, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Welcome you all to L3 course. It's conducted by ISKCON Mangaluru. And this is, I don't know how many times the L3 people have crossed over. Yeah, I made that Pranati also simple Pranati so that you all can take. Today, Kapoor Prabhuji, Krishna Prabhuji will take. Krishna Kapoor will take because he was chanting. Whoever comes first and whoever does chanting, they get a privilege of taking Pranati also. Okay. Hare Krishna, I'll just make it a bit. Prabhuji, you're able to see?
Mataji, it's a
no, that had long, too many shlokas, which I removed. I'll keep this
Yes,
and that those other Pranati and all we'll add subsequently, like when we do NOI issue and all. Okay. ये मतलब जितना है उतना तो हम लोग करें ना. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you may start. Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Hare Krishna. Not able to
Vasudevaya.
hear. Any problem with my audio? Sir, any audio problem? Can anyone show like this? You are able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
I can
Mataji.
hear. We can hear you.
Acha, you are able to hear me. What about Krishna Prabhuji? Can you all hear? I am unable to hear. Maybe my Bluetooth has gone off.
Adios, amigo. Powering on. Power on. You've plugged into Nirvana. Your device is ready to pair.
20 seconds.
You're now connected to Boat Stone.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Audible no, Mataji.
Now I can hear you. Unable to. Krishna Prabhuji, now I can hear him. Start Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agnan Timirandhasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Thapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaganu Raguna Saguragana Thavitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savdhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vithamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo 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 Mahavadanyaya Krishna Preme Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Tvishe Namaha Guruve Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishnaya Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Nama Pankaj Nabhaya Nama Pankaj Maline Nama Pankaj Netraya Namaste Pankaj Jan Ghar Grahe Grahe Jan Grahe Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Iti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्रते देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah, so we will go to the class. Hare Krishna. So yesterday what we were saying, we will share. Yeah. So we started, we were just started with this and the students came. So that's why on a safer side, we started earlier and luckily it is not booked. Anyway, Hare Krishna. So what we were doing is, what we were saying what is, nectar of devotion, what is it going to teach us? It's written by whom? It's written by Rupa Goswami. And that's why we are following whatever Rupa Goswami has written. That's why we are called Rupanugas. Everything will come now. We are all called Rupanugas because we are following his footsteps. Can we read, he has written a lot of Sanskrit verses and all. Are we capable to read all those things and understand? No, it is very difficult. So we needed an Acharya who Prabhupada has given us in a very simple language to which we can understand, that language where we can understand. And he has come to that level, a guru has to be that way. Guru means a teacher has to teach a student, not because he is a PhD level, he will talk in that, standard. He'll have to lower himself into that standard of a student. So if he's going to teach a very basic, student, he has to go to that level and, make it very simple words. He has to make them understand. That is how Prabhupada has done that. We can see from him. It's not that he doesn't understand anything. He has written a lot of so many books and all just for us to, he made it simple for us. So this is what we did this. So just last paragraph I'll read. Wait, Mataji was reading. Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami prays to his spiritual master. Again, this was all like obeisances, everything like, even Rupa, all these acharyas have their own teachers, their own gurus also. So they always take their mercy, take their blessings, and then only they start their work and all. Srila Rupa Goswami prays to his spiritual master, Srila Sanatana Goswami, for the protection of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of pure nectar of devotional service, from the argumentative logicians who unnecessarily meddle in the science of service to the Lord. He compares their arguments and logic to volcanic eruption. See, that's what yesterday we saw. No? Volcanic eruption is so very powerful, right? If it is there in that, in the mountains, and it will just burn away everything nearby. Nearby, it's some, in the nearby, whatever the trees and, the jungles, everything will get burned. But this is like what? A volcanic eruptions in the midst of an ocean. What will happen? Nothing will happen because the ocean. So we are all like, so he's comparing that. In the midst of an ocean, volcanic eruptions can do very little harm. And similarly, those who are against devotional service to the Lord, they are compared to volcanic eruption, but we are all like ocean. Who put forward many philosophical theses, that, this and all, they won't try to understand, but they will go by philosophy, that, logics and ifs and buts and all they will do. So if they do write all that about the ultimate transcendental realization cannot disturb the great ocean of devotional service. So we are all in that, we are all part of that ocean where we don't get disturbed by their theses and, this can be like that, this can be like this and all that. Ours is very simple. So unpad gawar hai, hai, but then we know very simple that we would love to serve the Lord. He is the supreme master. We would love to serve the Lord. That's what we learned yesterday. Krishna Kapurji, you start first. You got all the privilege today. Star of the day. Yes, Prabhuji.
The author of Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, very humbly submits that he is just trying to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, although he humbly thinks himself unfit for this work. That should be the attitude of all preachers of the Krishna consciousness movement, following in the footsteps of Srila Rupa Goswami. We should never think of ourselves as great preachers, but should always consider that we are simply instrumental to the previous acharyas. And simply by following in their footsteps, we may be able to do something for the benefit of suffering humanity.
So what? Srila Rupa Goswami is so much knowledgeable. Still, he thinks I don't understand anything. I'm just, very less knowledgeable. Such a great, that is how the quality of, great acharyas and all what they think themselves as hardly I know anything, that way, that attitude they will have. Not out of pride or anything, not to show off, but that is how the genuine, they feel that way. I have to learn a lot. I need to know more about, scriptures and all. So that is how preachers should be. Yeah, you can take one more, Prabhuji. That was too small.
Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu is divided into 4 parts, just as the ocean is sometimes divided into 4 parts. And there are different sections within each of these 4 divisions. Originally in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, the ocean is divided like the watery ocean into east, south, west, and north, while the subsections within these different divisions are called waves. As in the ocean, there are always different waves either on the eastern side, the southern side, the western side, or the northern side. Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu similarly has different waves. In the first part, there are 4 waves. The first being a general description of devotional service. The second concerns the regulative principles for executing devotional service. And the third wave, devotional service in ecstasy. In the fourth is the ultimate goal, love of God. These will be explicitly described along with their different symptoms.
Such a deep dwelling, it is, we are going deep into the devotion. So even if you're not, even now, as of present, because we can see, in today's Mangalarti, in spite of my telling so many, I don't, maybe regularly people may be coming because today being a holiday and today being a, festival, so you people could not come online. I mean, you could not see the Mangalarti. Actually, in fact, on an auspicious day, you should be seeing. You should be seeing the Lord's face. As sabare kiska muh dekha, you always blame yourself, right? When things go wrong. So better to see God's face, in the morning. So what will happen? Even the same calamity comes, some bad things happen. But you will not take maybe that is what, God has decided. So all such things have to go wrong. Maybe that is all good for me. So you get that attitude. Anyway, so we are dwelling inside the devotion. So this is how Bhakti Rasamrita, that is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. If you actually see, there are no verses at all. But then somewhere Prabhupada has removed that verses and he has given us. I will give you all those verses. There are, I think, 9 verses. And Nectar of Instruction has 11, I think. So that all verses we will learn later. We have not entered into the subject actually. So now Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu itself is like what? It has been divided into 4 parts. It is what each, 4 divisions. That is east, west, north, south. And in each, in each division, it's like it is considered as an ocean. Ocean means why it is considered as ocean? It's so vast, so much voluminous. And so each east and west and north and south has got different waves. So he is talking of waves, that is how he has described. Like we say, there's in Ramayana and all, we say Ayodhya Kand, all that we say, that way here they are mentioning as waves. So east wave, south wave, north wave, all that. So all this description, but right now actually we are learning only east wave, which is very small. And that small itself will take, you can imagine how many days this class will go, because we have only 2 days a week. And now because we have started coming little early, at least on sharp at 7:30, we need not have to stop. Just we can take 10 minutes later also, we can stop. So nobody will, come and disturb us. So, okay, so this is different waves. Each direction, each east, west, it is not a direction. It's only named as east, west, north, south because it is very vast, and each what direction, what name is given, it has plenty of waves. So that is what we are. In the 4th, in the ultimate goal is what? Love of God. Ultimately, after learning all this, we have to reach the Lord. Love. And how you love, that is inculcated, they just inculcate in us the how to love God. It automatically comes in us. These will be explicitly described along with their different symptoms. Yeah, who's now Supraja Mataji. I think you're the one who has raised, no? Then
Hare
Prasid
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Net is okay today?
Yes, Mataji.
Good. Yeah.
The authorized descriptions of bhakti or devotional service following in the footsteps of previous acharyas can be summarized in the following statement by Srila Rupa Goswami. First class devotional service is known by one's tendency to be fully engaged in Krishna consciousness, serving the Lord favorably. The purport is that one may also be in Krishna consciousness favorably, but that cannot be counted as pure devotional service.
Unfavorably.
Pure devotional service should be free from the desire for any material benefit or for sense gratification, as these desires are cultivated through fruitive activities and philosophical speculation. Generally, people are engaged in different activities to get some material profit, while most philosophers are engaged in proposing transcendental realization through volumes of word jugglery and speculation. Pure devotional service must always be free from such fruitive activities and philosophical speculations. One has to learn Krishna consciousness or pure devotional service from the authorities by spontaneous loving service.
So what? This you read as favorably. So I just marked. I tried to correct you also. It is, see, there are many, types of devotion, right? Now, I want to get more marks. Thorough, like, 11 Nariel, some people have that, habit. Yeah, you hold like this and you do that, what do you call? Utak baitak, with that in front of Ganpati. All the different tactics they do just for getting more marks, just for getting more position or good what higher increment, anything, or good job, good house, wife, good wife. So many things people want. All these things are material. Okay, so people believe in God just to get something, but that is not true bhakti. And then these are all what material elements. These are all will come and go one day. It will all be destroyed. So now he's saying what Rupa Goswami is saying. First class devotional service is what it can be made. You can make out from
Battery low.
What something.
Adios, amigo. Powering off.
Just give me a moment.
Power on. You've plugged into Nirvana. Your device is ready to pair. You're now connected to both.
I'm so sorry. There was some, again, I was not able to hear. I'm talking. You may be able to hear me. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, Mataji. I think it's a fully charged this thing. Earphone.
It wasn't.
Mataji, was the battery low?
This boat you have, na? Boat company earphone, I think, right?
That is new, Prabhuji. I'm not used to. Actually, I was using the other one, Caravan, that I was using. Very comfortable. This boat is giving me problem because all that, it's a different altogether.
Yes.
I'm not used to this. Only for past 2-3 days, I'm struggling with this. Suddenly it was off.
You are using the boat one, na? It is giving this thing. Na? We can
you could hear, that's what.
Yeah.
My one,
I can
Caravan
recognize it is boat.
5 years I was using. Very nicely it worked. The under ka got spoiled. Anyway.
Yeah, boat is always sinking.
Yeah, doldrum is, I know.
Yeah,
we are talking
okay,
and the boat.
Haribol.
We are taking turbulent. Okay, anyway, Hare Krishna. So, what he's saying is first class devotional service is known by its tendency. What is your tendency? You want something, for that you are showing devotion, then we can make out how far your bhakti is there. So it should be fully engaged in Krishna consciousness, serving the Lord favorably. Now, what are we doing? I will offer this because I need to have food today. I like something today. So I will prepare that and I will offer God and I will eat. But our main motive is what? I want to eat today. This is what a normal, like I'm talking of myself. I'm not talking if you all, any example, whenever I take, I always take about myself because we are all in that, Kanishta. Kanishta means what? In the lower bhakti stage only. So we need to upgrade ourselves. You know what? Radharani used to give Krishna every day different dishes. She has never repeated even one single dish on any other day. Every day it was a different dish, it seems. She has been serving Krishna with different types of dishes on. Every day will be a different dish. I don't know. So that should be the law. Why? It should be to please the Lord. I'm doing so much japa. I'm attending the class, it's Shravanam. And then I'm able to read all this, it's, Kirtanam. And then I'm thinking of the Lord. So whatever we do, whether you offer or you do japa or you even attending Mangalarti, that is also to please him, not for our any benefit. Or if he gives something benefit, okay, we will take it, but no, that should not be our intention. So this is only to please him. That is supposed to be what? A pure bhakti. So the Prabhupada is also talking about unfavorable, with through speculation, mental speculation, ifs and buts and that, this logical reasoning and all that. That is not considered as favoring to the Lord. Like, so as the desires are cultivated through fruitive activities, we need something, so we will, worship the Lord. I mean, that goes like that. So philosophical speculation, fruitive activities, we want something in return of whatever bhakti we do. These are not called, these are called unfavorable devotion. So generally people are engaged. That's what Rupa Goswami says, and Prabhupada also writes that way only. They are engaged in different activities to get some material benefit. I should get something. I should get something. That is how people's mentality. Okay. Now that is what pure devotional service should be. How? Should be free from any such fruitive activity. We should not expect anything. Definitely we are going to get. That is for 100% sure. Because in Bhagavad Gita, in most of the shloka, in each shloka, in fact, I can say, he says, Ma Sucha. He says like about, and then what he says? One is Ma Sucha, that is don't worry. Then he said, Asamshayam. Asamshay means Sanshay. That Sanshay we know, no? We have used in our own Hindi, Marathi and all we use. Asamshayam means what? Don't do no doubt at all. So he's assuring in so many slokas, saying that absolutely no worries. You're coming to me. Do this, do this. I mean, be like this, you're going to come to me. So that is how. So anyway, he's assuring. So why should we bother about, will I get it? Will I get it? No, don't worry. If you deserve it, you will definitely get. And when to give, or what to give, how much to give, he will decide. But you just do your devotion. Mangalarti utna hi hai, but simple. My habit is supposed to be like I have to get up early. और ऐसा आदत हो जाएगा like at 3 o'clock. So many alarms in my. Even at before the alarm goes on, I think for past 5 years at 4 o'clock after coming to ISKCON, 4 o'clock alarm is there, but never. I mean, after almost now 4.5 years, like I've always. I mean, I wake up first, do japa, and when the alarm goes off, I have to put it off. Like now 7 o'clock alarm I have kept for some other class. Now the class is not there. Our class is different. So like it is always happening, like I have to put the alarm off. So that should be your, you should come to that level. Alarm is supposed to wake me up, but my body clock itself says that you have to get up. It's time up. You have to do japa, and then you have to do watch Mangalarti. After that, little japa is left. That also you do. Then your whole day you spend time for your material life. Go to work, gossip, all that, and slowly everything will go away. That is for sure. I'm getting the reports from other devotees who are all in this, and they say, no, I don't want to talk to anyone. Even if these people call, no, I just don't want to talk to anyone. The social, engaging yourself in social this and all, I'm just losing it. I said, this is what is happening. See, this is like, that balance. If you take more interest in devotion, no, it just goes up and up and up and up and up. So what happens? This has to come down. Somewhere it has to, balance. No, if this is 80%, this will be only 20%. Now, right now, what? Our devotion is at 10%. Now, 90% is what? More than 90. All in the, worldly things. We are all, talking about all that. Only in the class we are reading. So at the moment, Vancha Kalpadrubhya is over, we are all back to our, oh, my book laga hai. Where is it? What is what? Oh, you had called, no, what happened? This, oh, is it like that? All that gossiping will start. We have to be coming. That's why we have plenty of classes. After this, you do other work, some devotional service, some translation work, some quiz work, some technical work. You go into Seva, enter into Seva, something or the other keep on cropping up. So you are totally engaged in Krishna conscious. Yeah, so one has to learn Krishna consciousness or pure devotional service from the authorities by spontaneous loving service. Spontaneous loving service should be, yes, I'm ready for doing any service to please the Lord, not for my credit or my, my status, or, people should praise me, not for that reason. Yeah. Who's going to? Yes, Supraja Mataji, you have read. No, you have to read one more stanza you read. I mean, paragraph.
Okay, Mataji. This devotional service is a sort of cultivation It is not simply inaction for people who like to be inactive or devote their time to silent meditation. There are many different methods for people who want this, but cultivation of Krishna consciousness is different. The particular word used by Srila Rupa Goswami in this connection is anushilana, or cultivation by following the predecessor teachers, acharyas. As soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activity. Without activity, consciousness alone cannot help us. All activities may be divided into two classes. One class may be for achieving a certain goal, and the other may be for avoiding some unfavorable circumstance. In Sanskrit, these activities are called pravritti and nivritti, positive and negative action. These are many examples. There are many examples of negative action. For instance, a diseased person has to be cautious and take medicine in order to avoid some unfavorable illness. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol. See, so many new things, Hari Krishna. You're getting so many new terms. Make a note of it in case if it is possible. Otherwise, you can keep it, you can remember also. I am weak in that. So I always make a note. I always have papers and diaries and pens and pencils, color pens and everything lying around me. Every time I keep notes. And then I forget where I've written. Because all the papers will be immediately I get some piece of paper in my hand, some lecture I hear, I write, When I write, it remains in my brain. So that is how I feel. When you write itself is sufficient. It will, very rarely, you can forget also, not that you'll always remember, but better to write, put your notes in, scribble, just scribble and write. Yeah, so this is what here it's mentioned as what there are many different methods. There are many. Some people just sit and blank. There are no arupa. Those people who don't believe in they're impersonalists who don't believe in a personal form of the Lord. What they do, they just do meditation on what some sound. They just want to concentrate on that, and always it's very difficult because in Bhagavad Gita also it's written, with our body like this, a soul is so very active, no? So it will always want us to do some action or that. Without action, even we cannot remain without action. Only a dead body can remain without any action. If not physical movement, that your mind will be active. It will be just going from one state to another, one country to another country. When Loka also it can travel. If we know the name of the Loka and if we have seen those Lokas, it will travel to that distance also. So it is not possible for us to remain silent. So there are different methods, though it is given, but it is the particular word used by Rupa Goswami is what? Anushilana. Anushilana is what? Cultivation of practice. How our acharyas have preached us, how they have taught us, the same we have to follow. And that cultivation is what? Without activity, yeah, consciousness. Okay, now there are two, one is pravritti marga, another one is nivritti marga. Pravritti is a positive, where you can improve and grow. The nivritti is a negative action. That is what it is given here. And we will still keep on coming across these words and we'll read further. Yeah, like disease person. So, take precaution before you fall sick. They say, doctors are there. Do walking, all that, you do so that you can avoid some diabetes. You keep your mind clear, keep yourself positive and all. It is all advised. Yeah. And now, yeah, Prasid Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavats.
Those who are cultivating spiritual life and executing devotional service are always engaged in activity. Such activity can be performed with the body or with the mind. Thinking, feeling, and willing are all activities of the mind. And when we will do something,
will to do something, we want to do something, we wish to do something.
When we will to do something, the activity comes to be manifest by the gross bodily senses. Thus, in our mental activities, we should always try to think of Krishna and try to plan how to please him, following in the footsteps of the great acharyas and the personal spiritual master. There are activities of the body, activities of the mind, and activities of speech. A Krishna consciousness person engages in his words, in preachings, and glories of the Lord. This is called kirtana. And by his mind, a Krishna consciousness person always thinks of the activities of the Lord as he is speaking on the battlefield of the speaking on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, or engaging in various pastimes in Vrindavana with his devotees. In this way, one can always think of activities and pastimes of the Lord. This is the mental culture of Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
Hare
So
Krishna,
what it is
Mataji.
given here, will to do. So you have to think of something. आज तो मुझे class जाना ही है, but I change the day time. No, it's okay. We will come immediately. Poll डाला तो everybody. So I felt, that devotion you people had. You never thought even there half an hour nahi hoga yaar. I will be stuck somewhere. No reason, nothing. So many people just put and I saw many people who have read, not bothered to even say I cannot come or nothing. They're just casual. It's okay. If not today, someday later they may come, or some genuine problem they may be having. We are nobody to comment. But I found so many people. So I was really impressed when so many people said ki we will come. I said we will try. I don't know whether this link will be free. So that is how. So we have to think first and then enter into the action. That we will definitely attend that way. But again, 10 minutes early, Anal shuru karu. So this is what is it. You have to will to do something. That activity comes to be manifest by the gross. Then with your bodily senses, you just make it happen. The first thought comes in your mind, and then you, with your body, with your, all that senses, eyes, ears, and nose and all, you make it possible. Yeah. And then he engages his words and preaching glories. And then what he does, he goes to mandir, he watches the Lord, and he hears the kirtan, he also sings. Then he also does arati and all, if it is allowed in any mandir. Our own Garka mandir is quite big enough to, even one vigraha you have or one photo you have, nothing you have, only some computer screen, you don't have anything, no problem. The devotion is more important. No need of having a full room of, this mandir jaisa gar. Garek mandir we say, but then showbazi ka zarurat nahi hai. No, you need not have to show people, I built such a nice house, with all nice, so many this, what, diya and all that this. But how many times you sit in front of the Lord in doing bhajan kirtan? Nothing. It's only a showbazi. So we should be always engaged in, when you do such anything in action, then it's called Kirtana. You're just saying something. Now what we are hearing in the class, what we do, that's why Shravanam is very important. So attending class is very, very important. Why? Through that also your Chitta Shuddhi becomes, your andar ka jo mail hai, even that, the dirt which is accumulated for all these years, that keeps on washing, gets washed away. It seems some acharyas only say that I keep listening to all that. So one person said, it seems, oh, you ISKCON people, no, you just show this, no, you just brainwash our, you just do brainwashing. So he said, of course we are doing brainwashing. Huh? How can you accept when I'm blaming you for that? I said, yes, because you people are having so much of dirt in your mind. We want to clean up. We are ready to do all that, dhobi ka kaam. You come, we will clean it and we will make you all, pure Krishna conscious person. What is Krishna conscious? Just remember the Lord. And who is Lord? He is Krishna. That's all. Nothing, no different from, only the term ISKCON karke diya. It is only Krishna consciousness. And we are all actually like that only. That's why we are able to attend the classes. But then you first listen, Shravanam, so that little purity, some, the dirt goes away. And then what? You try to say also with your mouth. That's why I'm allowing you all to do that pranati. In most of the classes you may find, because this is all waste of time, right? When you ask each person to read, so much of time is wasted. Even japa and all, I've seen, they just keep record. I don't want to name, but then I say, no. When I take a class, it is my baby, the class, and the class students are my baby. I want to have that class. Oh, the students have to do the japa. That is how your tongue gets, used to saying japa fast or slow, whatever. You get peace by doing that. What in you get peace. Even as it is, you may be doing, but one more opportunity you get in front of everybody or whatever. But then you get a chance one more to say that one round of Mahamantra. Record jayega to record. Kabhi khatam hoega, then we will sit. No, as it is, video off, audio off. Jane do na, this class will, that attitude comes. No, we have to be there for doing bhajan, this japa also. And after japa, what? You should read pranati. If I do pranati for so many classes, my pranati will be, I can, even without seeing, I can by heart, I can do that. But what is the fun? I am here in the place where I want to impart education, impart some knowledge to you, whatever I know. I am also not very great saint or something. Whatever I know, that is what in Gita also Krishna says the same thing. A person who is imparting that Krishna consciousness to others, Yeah, whatever Bhagavad Gita mein jo likha, that also you tell others. Whatever you learn, preach. So, but Prabhupada has also given importance to preaching only. Selling books is what? Again, that is also a part of preaching, and preach. You also take up something and, say something about the Lord. So these are all called kirtana. You're saying something. So not necessarily you have to and all bhajan kirtan. No, that is also kirtan, of course. But even when you preach Krishna consciousness, that also becomes kirtana. And your mind is what? Always Vishnu Smarana. Always think of the Lord. And with mind, Krishna consciousness person always thinks the active. And what in the mind, what they think of Krishna? The way he stands, Tribhanga, the way he keeps his flute, Adharam, Madhuram, and all that song is there. He should actually relish those songs, If you understand the Sanskrit words and all, what a beautiful way it's written, and actually it is true. And that, feather on his this dark complexion, but then he's so very beautiful. So even we have in Tamil, we say, I like the color black, that song is also there. So it's because Krishna is even the word Krishna means what? Very attractive. So the color is, even the black color, many people like, they like to wear that black shirt and, be in the dark thing. So that adds to your personality, whatever. So this is how, so Krishna, you can keep on explaining, and you then what happens is you just remember him, his looks and his pastimes and what he did, and everything will just come into your brain, and what you relish more. His various pastimes and Vrindavana with his devotees. In this way, one can always think of the activities of pastimes of the Lord. This is your mental culture of Krishna. So that is also allowed. Allowed means what? This is how you get well into Krishna consciousness. Not necessary, you should know all the shlokas by heart and not necessary at all. You all are going to, after level 3, you're all going to, after presentation, which is 4th level, you'll all be in Bhakti Shastri. What are you going to learn? Same thing. Same Bhagavad Gita you learn, and same nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction. This only you will learn. Only a question pattern will be different. How you apply in your life, how will be your personal application? That sort of a question will come, which will easily you can write, because you're already into that mode. You're already into that life. Till 18 days course and L2, they won't know much about, usme bhi gina chuna, people would be doing all that. But in general, I'm saying they're not so much into bhakti and all. But when you all come to L3, what happens? By the end of L3, you should all tell me how you are improved, who regularly attends. I'm not talking all I think 50 odd people are there in a WhatsApp. Just L3 hai, maybe hai. But you attending class? No. Attending class we won't do. But I am there in all the groups. I don't know what fun people get when they are. Anyway, Hare Krishna. So who is taking? Jayanti Balaji Mataji. Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Similarly, we can offer many services with our bodily activities. But all such activities must be in relationship with Krishna. This relationship is established by connecting oneself with the bona fide spiritual master, who is the direct representative of Krishna in disciplic succession. Therefore, the execution of Krishna conscious activities with the body should be directed by the spiritual master and then performed with faith. The connection with the spiritual master is called initiation. From the date of initiation by the spiritual master, the connection between Krishna and a person cultivating Krishna consciousness is established. Without initiation by a bona fide spiritual master, the actual connection with Krishna consciousness is never performed. Hare Krishna Mataji.
You can read one more paragraph. I'll just pause for a moment. Yeah. So here we need a bridge to see Krishna is there somewhere. No? Of course, he's there within our heart. But to reach him is very difficult. Even the great, again, Bhagavad Gita mein diya hai. The great saints, all those people are demigods, have not understood me. But for Arjuna, he has shown that, this, what is a Vishwarupa he shown. Why he shown only to Arjuna? Because he was a true devotee, he was a good friend. All the reason, he gives in different shlokas, in different chapters, it comes. So that is how Krishna sees not that, oh, you're in a very affluent family, okay, I will bless you. Oh, you're, some son and daughter of some MLAs and MP. He doesn't bother. Unka baap hai, Krishna. So he doesn't bother about your money power, your physical power, nothing. He doesn't bother. But he sees what? Your bhakti. You can be rich, but then with that richness also, with monetarily richness, but you are able to do service to the Lord, yes, then he will like you. Not necessarily like all the rich people he reject. No, not like that. Even a poor person who is doing a lot of bhakti, yes, he likes him also. A rich person, he is also doing a lot of bhakti. But a rich person, normally what they do is, Tirupati mein jaake, no, I will put a lot of money and all. Bhai, or black money udhar jane do na. So that I can please the Lord, as soon as my black money will be, getting wiped off. Or, I've seen many, because I was in a bank and loans and advances department and all. I've seen many people having Lord Balaji also as a partner. So earlier and all, I was not, so many people, Balaji, what is this? Then I understood. It's like, see, when you take him as a, take the Lord as a partner, a part of your this, your profit goes to, you have to distribute at the end of the year. Some profit is gained, you have to distribute. So much money, 10%, or whatever, 50%, 40% will go to the Lord. So you have to go and give in Tirupati. So they take, so much of money-minded people. They will take Lord for what? I should gain more. So Bhagwan ko kya? Chalo, acha business karo. I will also get money. Why should I not grace you? You make a lot of money so that a part will come to me also. So he is also happy. Krishna is also happy. And the devotees who are putting Krishna's name, they are also happy. So the people are there's nothing wrong, but then using in a different sense, See, for a normal bhakta, normal Vaishnava is what they do. Not for my benefit at all. I am doing it only to please Krishna. So how to please Krishna? So we need a guide. So whenever we go out for a, architecture, some, remote place and remote, Purana and all that. So we won't know when it was constructed, how it got destroyed, who invaded, nothing. So you always hire a guide. Then they will tell all the details, right? So we also, for reaching God, He's there within our heart. But when we come out and say, hey, don't do that, hey, why you're eating before offering me, he will not see that. He will be just a listener. Have you seen in 18 days course, one of the slides they show, 2 birds. These are not Prabhupada's, this only, analogies. 2 birds, one bird is very active, he is the soul. Our soul is so very active, even in your sleep. Physically, you may be so tired that all your body will be that, quiet. But then within mental what, it still runs and, you'll start dreaming that, this, and you'll be traveling so many places and all that. Our soul means we ourselves are very active. And who's the other bird? It is Paramatma. He's only a silent spectator. And yes, of course, he will sanction also whether we can do anything is done with his green signal only. Then only we can do. But then he's a silent spectator. We can never cheat him. We can never say, hey, no, I didn't eat anything. You eat like, no, I didn't offer anything, but I didn't eat anything. You cannot cheat him. He's always watching us. CCTV camera is always on. We can never escape from his eyesight. So where I go, I just get all funny thing. A connection. So we need one guide and what? Who can take us to the Lord? He will. Who is the guide who will give us the guidelines to do what to do and what not to do, when to get up and do what. Why 16 rounds? Earlier, Prabhupada had given 64 rounds. You know that. 64 rounds we have to do every day. Then slowly, for he say, okay, Kali Yuga hai na, what to do? So I have to be little compromising. Both sare kaam hai. So okay, I will reduce to 16 rounds. Then those devotees who are following, oh God, 16, that we will do Prabhupada, but all that 64 round is too much because we will not be able to do any other service. They're all into so much service, leaving that foreign countries and they came here, dhoti pehno, early morning they get up, take bath with that, they are all shaven head and all that. The Prabhupada says, I could easily, just change them. They were all hippies. I made them happies. But in India, I could not do anything. Of course, he did. But it was a struggle, to convince him. Why not Ram? Why not Kali? Why not Lakshmi? Why not this? Why not? But we have so many, we are all confused person. But there, we have to just tell them and they understood. First of all, they came only for prasad. Then they got and started understanding and they said, oh yes, this is what. And now they come and teach us Bhagavatam, which is our scripture. A foreigner will come, they will write books on Bhagavatam and all our scriptures. Anyways, at least now people, are into some senses. Still, there are many people who have yet to come. So if possible, you can tell your neighbors, your friends, your own family people to join here. 18 days करो और कुछ नहीं. 18 days करो. नहीं समझा वापिस करो. समझा तो ठीक है वापिस करो. और मेरे को L2 नहीं करना. अभी तो now L2 is also getting stopped. We are all going to have Bhakti Vriksha. Not for you, people who are doing L3, unko nahi, all the 18 days course. So we are going to form a different structure, that pattern. So anyway, So what best we can do is, not only I'm learning, I want others also to come in this path. Achhi tarah se bolo, say I'm learning. It's nice, I get peace when I get up early in the morning. I see Mangalarti. So I want everybody to come to Mangalarti and all. Don't be very lazy. So much laziness is not good. Today I found Prabhuji, I took a screenshot also. I'll just read out the names. Only Prasid Prabhuji and Dr. Prabhuji, only they were there. I don't know what happened to others. You have to be little. Where is my... Yes. Milind Prabhuji and Prasid Prabhuji and one Shubhra Mataji. She wrote L3. I thought she's in our class. I'm yet to know the names of the students of her class. Shubhra, then I found it, she, while doing in the morning Mangalarti and your japa and all that, I don't get time only. After that, all that got over. Then I searched in my L3 class. I couldn't find Shubhra name. I don't know whether she's actually there or no. Shubhra Mataji, I don't know. Maybe from some other class, but they attend. But only 3. So many L3s are going on. So many level 3s are going on. By not only this is like, if we think this has any other scriptural studies, we can always go to any center. I'm teaching nectar of devotion. Karke maine board laga diya. You pay me fees 2,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees. People come and go and give you certificate. Over. That is not bhakti. Here we don't take money at all. Why? We don't want money. By teaching this, why should I earn money? God has given enough and he knows how to give me money. That's what NOD Prabhuji's approach. Learning scriptures, no, why should I charge you? Please learn, free. And what about us? Free sikanika. You people are not paid also. I said, we don't mind because as a seva, we will. I'm learning something better, no? So how to give back to this ISKCON? By doing seva to preach whatever I know. I don't know much of it. Whatever A for apple, I know. That much I can teach. So this is how the connection. So how we get the connection to reach the Lord? We need a spiritual master. And that spiritual master should be how? It should be on the parampara system. So in ISKCON, we need not have to worry at all. We're all in that parampara system only. Prabhupada has taught us, and now with Vani, Vapu and all, he must have learned in that what Bhakti Sadachar and all. Now he is not present like in the body form, but his speeches and his books are there through which we feel that Prabhupada is there with us and he is teaching us. So he is our bona fide spiritual master, which is the must. Without initiation, so he is initiating us to, come into bhakti and he is showing us the guidelines. The actual connection with Krishna consciousness is never performed without a bona fide spiritual master. Yeah, Jayanti Balaji Mataji, you can read one more and then Shailaja Mataji can read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. This cultivation of Krishna consciousness is not material. The Lord has 3 general energies, namely the external energy, the internal energy, and the marginal energy. The living entities are called marginal energy, and the material cosmic manifestation is the action of the external or material energy. Then there is the spiritual world, which is a manifestation of the internal energy. The living entities, who are called marginal energy, perform material activities when acting under the inferior external energy. And when they engage in activities under the internal spiritual energy, their activities are called Krishna conscious. This means that those who are great souls or great devotees do not act under the spell of material energy, but act instead under the protection of the spiritual energy. Any activities done in devotional service or in Krishna consciousness are directly under the control of spiritual energy. In other words, energy is a sort of strength, and this strength can be spiritualized by the mercy of both the bona fide spiritual master and Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Oh, Hari Bol, yeah. So there's another angle of looking at things. What is that? 3 general energies of the Lord. One is internal. I think you must have learned in 8th chapter Bhagavad Gita. But kitna yaad hai pata nahi. But here again it's repeated. Internal energy, external energy, and marginal energy. Marginal is what? We are in between. We are not neither in inferior energy, not in the superior energy. That is neither in the internal energy, nor in the external. What is external energy? Whatever the manifestation are on all this nature and all that. And what are we? We are all actually Satchitananda. But again, we do not come under that internal energy directly. But what are we supposed to do? We are all marginal only. Internal energy mein kaun? All the Devi, Devatas, all those, all that spiritual sky mein jo rehte hain, those people. So why are we not in that internal energy? Because we are all contaminated. We are not in the top floor also. We are not in the downtrodden, like, this Patal Loka also. We are not in that, we are not in that as a nature, as a tree or a grass or like that. So we are living beings, Satchitananda, but we are not that, inclined towards we are not into that consciousness, like 24 hours, 24/7, we are into that consciousness. Then we can also become a Devi Devta. So what we do is we take the help of a spiritual master, and then what? They perform material activities when acting in the inferior. We do all the material activities with an inferior, whatever is the nature is giving us. So we are involved in that. But there are activities which are called Krishna consciousness activities. When we do that, then it is like we are in the other side. We are in the bhakti mark. Like we are all attending this class, and then you do kirtans, you do bhajans, you get up early in the morning. Though we are marginal, but like how the plant grow. Even at home, when you have a garka plant and all, after some days you can always see it is tilted. It is tilted towards what? Towards the window where the sunlight is coming. So that is how we are. We are all Satchitananda. More exposed to this classes and bhajans and mangalarti, so our inclination is what? Towards the good things, towards the internal energy of the Lord. So the superior energy of the Lord. So that is how, that's why we are marginal. And when they engage in activities under the internal spiritual energy, their activities are called Krishna consciousness. So we have all the chances of becoming good as well as bad. They're all on the cat on the wall. It is we who choose to have a next life as a cockroach or as a human form or directly a ticket to Goloka Vrindavan. So we have to choose. We need not have to blame the Lord for anything. Our own karma will give us another birth. So this means that those who great souls, who are great devotees who do not act and who do not act under the spell of material energy, but instead always under the protection of spiritual energy, or they're in the internal. They're all directly internal energies. So any activities done in devotion service or in Krishna consciousness are directly under the control of spiritual energy. So this is what we learn. And so, yeah. So next is Shailaja Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
In the Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Lord Chaitanya states that it is a fortunate person who comes in contact with bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. One who is serious about spiritual life is given by Krishna the intelligence to come in contact with the bona fide spiritual master, and then by the grace of the spiritual master, one becomes advanced in Krishna consciousness. In this way, the whole jurisdiction of Krishna consciousness is directly under the spiritual energy. Krishna and the spiritual master. This has nothing to do with the material world. When we speak of Krishna, we refer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Along with this, many expansions. He is expanded by his plenary parts and parcels, his differentiated parts and parcels, and his different energies. Krishna, in other words, means everything and includes everything. Generally, however, we should understand Krishna to means Krishna and his personal expansions. Krishna expands himself as Balarama, Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Rama, Narasimha, and Varaha, as well as many other incarnations and innumerable Vishnu expansions. These are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam to be as numerous as the uncountable waves. So Krishna includes all such expansions as well as his pure devotees. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that Krishna's expansions are all complete in eternity, blissfulness, and cognizance.
Satchitananda, yes. So what he says, not only Krishna in the two-handed form, you can remember Krishna in what form? All his plenary expansions also. Baladeva, Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Rama, Narasimha, all these Varavatara, all these avatar also you can, remember Krishna through them also. So here it is given. In the whole, this is what entire, the whole paragraph is about that only. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who has written that script, the Grantha, he says, to come into Krishna consciousness itself, you should think yourself as lucky. So when you're in ISKCON and reading all this, how it happened, see, everyone is in different country also. You can always, when I take up that, Attendance, I can see all the foreign numbers, America number or some, I think UK, not UK number, I didn't find. UK number is +44, no? This is all +1 and some numbers. Maybe Malaysia also, I think one number is, I don't know. So, but we're all, how we got connected? All different countries, no countries, but different states in our own India. But we are all connected. And what? In ISKCON Mangalore. And then what? In some L3, one L3 class, there was plenty of L3 classes. But still, again, we are all connected here. This is what? Nothing. This is only the blessing of the Lord, So he says, one who is, what is it? That it is the fortunate, we are all so fortunate that we got, otherwise we didn't do any work. At least me personally, during the COVID time, I got just a message, WhatsApp message. I used to read Bhagavad Gita. I am very fond of shlokas. So read some shlokas, I just keep doing that. You can't step out, what to do, just keep shlokas out. Pura I have a lot of books beside me and I used to do. But while reading the Bhagavad Gita every day, I used to finish in 3 days, 1 hour I used to sit, 3 days, one full. Again, next day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday is chutti. I had only formulated that and I was doing. And when I got a WhatsApp message saying that in 18 days you can learn Bhagavad Gita, I said, oh, I don't know anything about Bhagavad Gita. I never knew the meaning. But see how Bhagwan ko pata chala ki, I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. So I may be interested. Oh, why the WhatsApp has to come to me? It was in the group only. Of course, my relative had only sent. After me entering there, I started learning. I told her, it's very nice. Huh? Why don't you join? No. I can't. Even today, she is not entered into that. But who is lucky? We are fortunate. Definitely we are fortunate. What I was there 5 years before and now what I have changed, how much knowledge I've gained, how much I know about, I'm not proud of, with that feeling, I'm not saying, I'm just saying how Krishna takes our devotion and what level he's taking us. So for that word, when Acharya says something, we have to say yes and we have to follow. So what is the first step? Is getting up early in the morning. We should let lethargy first remove that, the laziness in from us, because we are all bound to be procrastinating. Abhi karna hai nahi yaar, abhi baad mein karte hain. Utna hai nahi, not today yaar. Today's holiday. I just want to sleep. No, please don't wake me up. All excuse. Why not wake up when God is ready to give you? He's there, in front of you, holding like this and, I'm gracing you. No, I don't want your grace. I want to sleep. This literally, it means that when people don't come for Mangalar, it literally means that we don't bother to take Bhagwan's darshan. I'm not taking in that clauses are there. People who are very old, excused. People are under medication, excused. But I'll tell you, even the medicines will stop. Yesterday, as I said, placebo effect. Just tell yourself, no, today, I can get up. What is the harm in that? I'll get up, I'll watch everything. Then I'll go to sleep. I will not do japa because I cannot get up early. But for Mangalarti, I will get up. Then again, I can go to, yes, do that. Slowly, Krishna will see to it that you have that, you'll not get sleep only. He will see to it that you don't get sleep. Then what you'll do? Mujhe to neend nahi aata. Chalo, let me hold the mala and do 1 round, 2 rounds. Slowly, you can become 16 or more than 16 also you can do. You have to tell your mind, I can do it. That is how we have to be. So Kaviraja Goswami says we are all lucky ones because we are all into Krishna consciousness, and we are not paying a single, because in most of the centers I've seen, they don't have the system of L2, L3, nothing. They have only 18 days course, yes. Then yatra sab karte hain. Then they have, of course, advanced class karke, and then you learn. If you're there, learn. If you want to write notes, write. That quiz is there. If you write, you get some marks. Or I don't think they have marks. Marks in general, the computer will give marks. That's all. There's no one to check, like how I take attendance. Oh, why you didn't come? Why you didn't come for Mangalarti? Because they don't have a temple also. Some centers don't have a temple. Yeah, people who have temple, what they do? Then they have to run the temple. Then what they do? Yeah, we are teaching this. In so many months, we will teach this, charging 5,000 rupees. So there are many people for Bhakti Shastri coming to our, because all these things they will do. For Bhakti Shastri certificate is like our graduation certificate. When you become a graduate, how you feel nice, no? I mean, those days I'm talking now, we thought no value for graduation. You have to be a professionally qualified and double graduate, something like that. So this is like, so people come to ISKCON Mangaluru only for, graduation, only for that Bhakti Shastri. No fees. We never believed in taking fees from any of the students, but they don't understand what is nectar of instruction, nectar, because in Bhakti Shastri also we have the same subject. Then they find it very difficult to learn. Because the other centers, they're not very keen on teaching that way. Maybe that is their system. We are not here to comment or, just what I'm saying, trying to say is, in our ISKCON Mangalore, we are also lucky. Everything we should take it as a positive thing. We are also lucky under the guidance of NND Prabhuji, Nominishra Das Prabhuji. He has formulated this, yes, because he is Acharya. His Acharya has said, Jayapataka Swami has said, why don't you start, in COVID time, he said, why don't you start online course? Just 18 days Bhagavad Gita. Oh, 18 chapter, 18 days. Okay, we will try. He just wanted to try. And what? He could build a temple. He says, oh, I got money. I don't know how many people. I don't know their names. I've not seen them. But for my temple, for the temple, right? That is how devotion. Everybody is so much devoted, but they do not know how to follow the rules, which is taught in ISKCON, which is taught at least in Mangalore, I can say very clearly. So we should take advantage of this. That is what I expect everyone. We have given a very good platform. We are all we've taken a human form and come to ISKCON. We know what is what. And now what they are asking us to do certain, procedure. Slowly we can improve. Once in a week, I'll get up. When I don't have work, I will, okay, no problem. Make it twice a week after 2-3 months. Make it thrice a week, getting up early. After 3-4 months, I mean, slowly you will improve. Mala also, I can do only one mala. First, very strict. I can't do more than that. Okay, fine. Krishna himself says, to Arjuna. He never tells him, see, mujhe jo bolna hai sab bol diya. Now it is up to you. What? Yata, something, tata kuru. Yeah. He says, tata kuru.
Yata ishyasi tata kuru.
That's what, I always forget that. So he says, see, being the Lord, being a great teacher, what he did? He never, karte ki nahi, 10 commandments, you have to follow. No. He said, sab bolna hai jo bol diya. No, you think whatever you want to do, you do. It's really great on Krishna's part, to tell like that. If we were in that place, what we will get angry. Hey, how much effort I put to teach you all this. So much of my energy is wasted. Still, you're not able to listen to me. Are you fooling me? We will get angry. Definitely, we'll get angry. But Krishna is a very nice teacher. Okay, so we'll have, we will go further. 5 more minutes, I can take. Yeah. So in Brahma Samhita also it is given. Yeah. Who's that? Shailaja Mata, you just read, no? Jairaj
Yes,
Shaki Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah. Jairaj Prabhuji.
devotional service.
No, Mataji. Let Jairaj Prabhuji read, no? You have read, no, Mataji? Oh, you didn't read. You just read, no?
Yes, thank you.
So we'll give chance for Jairaj Prabhuji. Also, he has raised hand.
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Hare. Devotional service means to prosecute Krishna conscious activities that are favorable to the transcendental pleasure of the Supreme Lord Krishna, and any activities that are not favorable to the transcendental favor of the Lord cannot be accepted as devotional service. For example, great demons like Ravana, Kamsa, Hiranyakashipu were always thinking of Krishna, but they were thinking of him as their enemy. This sort of thinking cannot be accepted as bhakti or Krishna consciousness.
Understood. No, this is very simple. Yeah, you can read further, Prabhuji. Then we'll go to.
The impersonalists sometimes misunderstand devotional service in such a way that they divide Krishna from his paraphernalia and pastimes. For example, the Bhagavad Gita is spoken on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and the impersonalists say that although Krishna is of interest, the battlefield of Kurukshetra is not. The devotees, however, also know that the battlefield of Kurukshetra by itself has nothing to do with their business. But in addition, they know that Krishna does not mean just Krishna alone. He is always with his associates and paraphernalia. For instance, if someone says, give something to eat to the man with the weapons, the eating process is done by the man and not by the weapons. Similarly, in Krishna consciousness, a devotee may be interested in the paraphernalia and the location, such as the battlefield of Kurukshetra, that are associated with Krishna, but he is not concerned with simply any battlefield. He is concerned with Krishna, his speech, his instruction, etc. It is because Krishna is there that the battlefield is so important.
Oh, very nice. See, impersonalists will not give importance to all that. Paraphernalia, yes. No, Krishna means only Krishna without form. But we don't do that. He comes along with all his battalions, all this Sahaparivar, everybody will be there with him. So even Kurukshetra war, Kurukshetra battlefield also, we give importance because Krishna was there. Krishna was there in that, so that is also having that, name and fame and everything. So devotee will always, it started with what? Yampe. Devotional service.
Mataji,
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji, so in whatever pastime of Lord Krishna, in whatever form Lord Krishna was present, that pastime of Lord Krishna or of any other Lord, that pastime is given in its importance.
No, which form you're saying? I didn't get that question correct.
In any incarnation like Varavatar,
yes.
or of Gajendra, when the Gajendra elephant offered his praise and Lord Krishna came, or Lord Narasimha. So these Mataji,
that avatar is also
pastimes
important.
are given importance.
Yes. All is incarnation. Not now what you know only the 10 avatars what we generally term. If you go into Bhagavatam, there are so many avatars it's given. So many. So all these avatars are also equally important to Krishna only. He has taken that form for some purpose and to annihilate the miscreants and all that reasons they have given. So here, so there are many people who remembers Lord with an enmity, like Ramana, Kamsa, Hiranyakashipu, so they cannot consider it as a true devotion. That is not considered as true devotion. They are not accepted as bhakti also. But whereas people who work for Krishna to please him, not afraid of him or what, everything happens because of Krishna. Loving him, basically loving him and trusting him, such people will come under Krishna. Yes, Vimala Mataji will be the last one who will be reading. I don't know how much is there. Yeah, Mataji, just read. Go ahead. This is the sum.
I go on, Mataji?
Yeah, please.
Okay. This is the summary understanding of what Krishna consciousness is. Without this understanding, one is sure to misunderstand why the devotees are interested in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. One who is interested in Krishna becomes interested in his different pastimes and activities. The definition of a pure devotee as given by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu can be summarized thus: his service is favorable and is favorable and is always in relation to Krishna. In order to keep the purity of such Krishna conscious activities, one must be freed from all material desires and philosophical speculation. Any desire except for the service of the Lord is called material desire. And philosophical speculation refers to the sort of speculation which ultimately arrives at the conclusion of voidism or impersonalism. This conclusion is useless for a Krishna conscious person. Only rarely by philosophical speculation can one reach the conclusion of worshipping Vasudeva Krishna. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita itself. The ultimate end of philosophical speculation then must be Krishna, with the understanding that Krishna is everything, the cause of all causes, and that one should therefore surrender unto him. If this ultimate goal is reached, then philosophical advancement is favorable. But if the conclusion of philosophical speculation is voidism or impersonalism, that is not bhakti. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So philosophical speculation, yes, for Advaita philosophy and all, it is all like, they conclude Krishna because they don't believe in one form. So they will conclude with their mental speculation, with lot of scriptures they read. Then they give a term to understand Krishna and all. Yes, but with bhakti, yes, we can accept it. Then that can be, otherwise the voidism, he is not there, there's no Atma and all. In some this it is given like that, no Atma. This is the only life we have. Once it is gone to ashes, nothing. We are all over. It doesn't happen that way. So that we cannot accept. Yeah, how much is there? We'll just see. Oh, can we finish up all this today, Mataji? How much we did? That is not bhakti. Yeah. Mataji, you were reading, no? Can you finish up reading this so that Hare Krishna, Bimla Mataji, want to read?
Can Mataji, I'll finish all, okay?
Yeah. Please read.
Okay. Karma or fruitive activities are sometimes understood to be ritualistic activities. There are many persons who are very much attracted by the ritualistic activities described in the Vedas. But if one becomes attracted simply to ritualistic activities without understanding Krishna, his activities are unfavorable in Krishna consciousness. Actually, Krishna consciousness can be based on hearing, chanting, remembering, etc. Described in the Srimad Bhagavatam are 9 different processes, besides which everything done is unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. Thus, one should always be guarding against fall downs. Srila Rupa Goswami has also mentioned in this definition of bhakti the word jnana karmadi. This karmadi or fruitive work consists of activities which are unable to help one attain to pure devotional service. Many forms of so-called renunciation are also not favorable to Krishna conscious devotional service. Srila Rupa Goswami has also quoted a definition from the Narada Pancharatra as follows: one should be free from all material designations, and by Krishna conscious, one must be cleansed of all material contamination. He should be restored to his pure identity, in which he engages his senses in the service of the proprietor of the senses. So, when our senses are engaged for actual proprietor of the senses, that is called devotional service. In our conditional state, our senses are engaged in serving these bodily demands. When the same senses are engaged in executing the order of Krishna, our activities are called bhakti. As long as one identifies himself as belonging to a certain family, a certain society, or a certain person, he is said to be covered with designations. When one is fully aware that he does not belong to any family, society, or country, but is eternally related to Krishna, he then realizes that his energy should be employed not in the interest of so-called family, society, or country, but in the interest of Krishna. This is purity of purpose and the platform of pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, very clear, no? This is all very clear. So karmadi, jnana karmadi. So that is what karmadi is, fruitive activities. So that are unable to help one attain pure devotional service. That which is not helping us to attain pure devotional service, we have to avoid. Many such so-called renunciation are also not favorable for Krishna consciousness. So we need to avoid. And what else we did? Karma. And that karma is what? Action. So any action we do to favorably for Krishna is called bhakti. Otherwise, those things are not called bhakti. And then we got concluded how we can serve our family, but don't think family is everything. Yeah, husband and wife, very good. My children are my darlings and all that. Okay. The children will grow. They will have their own family. They will not even call you. They will not even look at you. They will come once in a while and say hi, hello. But if you keep thinking, oh God, I gave you so much love and affection when you were small. But that is how we are, how we behave with our own parents. We forgot them so very easily, no? Do we behave the same way with our parents? No, that is how things are. So it is useless to love your own. You should love, of course, husband, wife. So one day, wife will pass away, husband will be alone. Or the husband will pass away, the wife will be alone. It is how, and the children will go away, or whatever will happen. So these are not our own true relation. We should have a relation like what? Attached, but you should be detached also. But where we have to show our full attention or our attachment only to the Lord. Only He can guide us. Only He will take us forward. That is where we have to go. Everybody will go there only. So, but here for the society, I work so much, for the nation, nothing, they will only shoot you. And we have seen so many cases. They will only shoot you. They will only make you, kill you. So there's only for the designation and all that. This is not true devotion. So devotion to love towards Krishna will only take us further in devotional service. This is the purity of purpose and the platform of pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness. Thank you all so much for patiently sitting for so long, for more than an hour. I just wanted to finish that, at least from next class, let us start with, slowly we are studying, studied with that, our link was not working. Now the link is working. Our class is exactly formed in our own way, and slowly we will Now our bhakti is got a basic step. Foundation is already done. You know, all that. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Foundation is done. Yeah.
Mataji, what did the word karmadi mean?
Karmadi is fruitive activities. You can go through, Prabhuji, put Veda base and Nectar of Devotion. Again, you can go through if you don't have book. But I will always suggest buy book because for writing exam and all, it will be helpful. Because see, all these doubts when you get, you can always hear to the recording. There's not too much of thing. No? Instead, if you have book, you can marker say mark karke rakho. All these things will help you. Or you can see online this Veda base you can use. Yeah, I will put everybody's attention. Attendance. Don't worry. Only Preeta Mataji. I have only Preeti. I don't know Preeta Mataji's number. Can Preeta Mataji write a number in the chat so that I will make note on? Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhi. Yeah. Preeta Mataji, are you there? You will be marked absent because I don't find Preeta Mataji's name. And as well, yesterday one Mataji had attended. I wrote her name. She was there in the attendees list. Anyway, we'll finish today's class. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Mataji, I'm actually not officially doing L3. I'm doing Bhakti Shastri, but then I just wanted to listen to.
You're an attendee.
Yes.
Most welcome. You all can go to any other class, be an attendee, no problem. Only that I don't want you to, if you're there in my class and if I mark you absent, then I will feel guilty. Only for that reason. Okay.
Thank you for asking, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah anantakoti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Full Josh, you should say. Anantakoti Bhakta vrinda ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki जय महाप्रभु की जय भगवद गीता और श्रीमद भागवत ग्रंथों की जय राधा गोविंद की जय श्री राम लल्ला की जय और प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. Ganga Mataji has come, so I am handing over. Oh, I have not stopped.